So Stephen A. goes on The View and he gives them a reality check that they need.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My friend. And some things that you recently said. You know I like you, right? Okay, so you recently accused Senator Mark Kelly, a veteran, an astronaut, of crossing the line for participating in a video reminding troops that they can refuse to follow illegal orders.
Okay.
Let's see some of what you said, my friend.
Sure.
You know better, Senator Kelly. You know better. How dare you do that? You could go to the House. You can put up drawer paperwork. You can try to start articles of impeachment if you think there's something illegal. I mean, damn, it ain't like y'all haven't done it before. You impeached the man twice. Where'd that get you? Got us behind back in the White House.
Yeah,
Had you left him alone since 2020, maybe he wouldn't be back. You don't tell military men and women to ignore an order from the commander-in-chief. You don't do that.
Caffeine's a bitch, you know?
Right.
Now, let me just remind you that Pete Hegseth said in 2016, I do think there have to be consequences for abject war crimes. If you're doing something that is just completely unlawful and ruthless.
Actually, why are they talking about war crimes when Obama killed an American citizen over in the Middle East? And he was doing all those drone strikes.
Right. It's crazy that they even was suggested as a war crime, blowing up narco terrorists. People just funneling drugs, fentanyl, things just actually unaliving Americans. They actually crime for these people.
Yeah, they dead silent when Obama was doing it. I mean, presidents been doing this since the beginning of time here in the United States. But they have a problem with it because they have a problem with Trump when he does it. They don't really have a problem with him. They're just pushing this narrative.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing.
They're exploiting it for political gain. It's a political maneuver. Look at all these people that live in our country. Unaliving American citizens. They didn't care about the American citizens. They still care about the illegal immigrant.
70,000 people die each year just from fentanyl alone.
Blow them up, they start crying. That's weird.
Then there is a consequence for that. That's why the military said it won't follow unlawful orders from their commander-in-chief. Now, given the fact that the secretary himself said that, I'd love to give you the opportunity to perhaps change your position on what you said.
I'm not changing a thing.
Okay.
I didn't stutter when I said it.
You want to stay loud and wrong?
Well, you could call it loud and wrong all you want to. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Here's the reality of the situation. First of all, I don't give a damn what Pete Hegseth has to say because I will tell you right now, he was never qualified for the job. When you talk about DEI and eradicating that, excuse me, what was he doing hosting Fox News on the weekend and all of a sudden he's the defense secretary?
Pete Hegseth didn't get the job because he's a Fox News host.
Yeah, he's a decorated veteran of the National Guard. He was an officer. He served in Afghanistan. He served in Iraq, in Cuba. Right?
War veteran.
He's got bronze. I think he got medals. That's why he got the job, not because he works for Fox News.
Where did he graduate from?
He's a grad from Harvard and Princeton. He has a master's degree in government or something like that.
Sounds like he's qualified to me. Now, if he didn't have all those accolades and he was just working at Fox News, I'd say he's not qualified.
Yeah, like me. If I was like on Fox News, because you know I like you, Keith Hart, I'm gonna make you the Secretary of War. That'd be crazy. Because you know what? I'll be blowing those boats up too. Hit him. Got him. Wait a minute.
Wait, we got some survivors.
Got survivor?
Yep.
Hit him again.
Ooh, he's still alive.
He's still alive. Nuke him. I mean, if you can do it to terrorists in the Middle East, why can't you do it to terrorists in the Gulf of Mexico or the Caribbean or wherever these boats are?
So when they say that he's a Fox News host, they're being disingenuous. They're liars. You lose all credibility when you say Pete Hegseth is a Fox News host. He's much more than that, and you know it.
If they like hired Gutfield for the job, I'm like, okay. Gutfield?
But hey, if you ask me, I think Gutfield qualified.
What did this dude went to where?
He went to Winston-Salem State, where they went to Fashion Institute.
He went to a fashion institute.
So
he was in the clothes?
I guess so. He always dressed nice. But for somebody with his credentials, why would you say that he's just a Fox News host? You in TV too.
You just a sports center guy. You just talk sports.
And you're talking about running for president. You went to Winston-Salem State, and their fascists. You want to be president, and you have the nerve to say Pete Hegseth is not qualified for the position? Come on, man.
Give me a break. I don't care what he has to say. Let me get that out the way. As it pertains to Mark Kelly, what I was talking about is military. What I did was get on the phone with family and friends who have served in the military. And I said, we're not civilians. This is not the court of law. You can be implicated for implying something if you are a former military member or you are a present military member. It wasn't what Mark Kelly said. It's the fact that he was a combat Navy pilot who served in the military who would tell folks, ignore an order when it could get them in a world. I said illegal. I said illegal. I'm talking illegal. I understand that.
He said you don't have to follow an unlawful order, and that's
understood, though.
They already know that.
Yeah.
They don't need some left-wing partisan hack to tell them that.
Yeah.
And his whole purpose in doing that was to undermine the president of the United States.
Yes.
That's what he's doing. And y'all sitting here trying to defend that garbage.
Yeah.
That is in the military code of conduct.
And I'm saying to you, hold on.
I hate shows like this because we went to a show that's similar to this in Chicago years ago. When it was really big in the fitness.
They'll hold up signs and say laugh.
Yeah, it's this thing. It lights up. Applaud. Laugh.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah.
Which I'm aware of.
But it didn't sound like you were aware of that.
Well, no. I disagree with you.
Stephen, can I ask you a question?
I had two governors, by the way, text me to tell me I was wrong, and they agree with you.
You are wrong.
I had two senators that reached out to me and said, you weren't wrong at all.
Well, Mikey Sherrill did say that the reason they felt the need to put that out is they were constantly being approached by people in the military saying, we're being put in really uncomfortable situations.
Like what?
That to me is a little more relatable when you're a veteran yourself.
But I'm saying let me say this real quick.
Real quick. Or wait till we come back.
All I'm saying is this. If you're a member of the military, I'm looking at the soldiers and saying, don't get yourself in trouble. Let somebody else do it. Don't you do it because it ain't gonna work for you.
But you get
Sorry, that was Alyssa Slotkin. Stephen, when we asked you if you wanted to run for president last time, you said, quote, hell no. So why is your name still being floated around as a contender? And is there anything that could change that to a hell yes?
Well, number one, because I think that I'd probably be a better candidate than most Democrats. That's number one. I wouldn't say that about Wes Moore. I wouldn't say that about Josh Shapiro. I love Wes Moore. I love Josh Shapiro. Ro Khanna, I'm a fan of. I like him a lot.
Jason Crow.
You got to pay attention to Gavin Newsom. He's gaining some traction. I don't think he'll win, but he's gaining traction.
Why not?
Because I think that ultimately they'll look at the state of California, look
California
at affordability, look at homelessness, look at crime, and they'll say, hello, highest cost of living in the country. They'll be like, what? Wait a minute now. So I think that'll be a problem for him, but he's articulate enough to defend himself, and we'll see what happens with that. But
that's not his fault.
But as it pertains to me,
nothing's his fault.
I don't have any desire to be a politician. My life is really, really nice. But in the same breath, when I see what I saw prior to the election, if you're going to come to me and tell me that's our alternative, what was going on before the election, and you're saying, Stephen A., you could be on the debate stage with these politicians and you get an opportunity to call them out.
Are you referring to Kamala?
I would love it. I'm referring to all of them. Everybody, nobody's getting a pass from the Democratic Party. Well, again, she was the candidate, but we know what happened. I thought she was set up to fail by the Democratic Party personally because you bypassed the primary. You knew that.
She was set up to fail. Her and the entire Democrat Party was set up to fail with y'all's policies and your ideology and how y'all ran this country in the ground for like the last 4 years.
Yeah, and besides, you think you can be on the stage with those other Democrats? You don't have a snowball's chance in hell because you're too moderate.
Yeah.
You're not far left enough.
Yeah.
You can't. That party is not liberal anymore. It's progressive. If you're a true liberal and if you follow that ideology and you think you're a true liberal, you'll be voting for a Republican because we're way more liberal. Way more liberal than us.
No, the left is progressive.
Yeah, the left is nuts.